Hey guys, this is Jabroni, and today I want to show you two more ways that you could possibly beat the 5 square base that so many people do not enjoy seeing. This first method I want to show you is by Hawkeye, and what he is doing is the Mass Yeti and Witch attack on the 5 square base. You'll see he brought quad quakes and opened up this compartment here. Instead of bringing a jump spell like you probably saw in my other video, he decided to bring an extra rage, and instead of a poison, he brought a freeze. Now, full disclosure, there were no clan castle troops in the clan castle for this attack, so you might want to consider maybe bringing a poison instead of the freeze spell, although the freeze spell ended up working pretty well for him. But let's be honest, if the clan castle had witches, or balloons, then having a poison spell would be very helpful. And what he decides to do is that he wants to come in at this eagle right away, because you got to get that eagle down early, and it would also help him to get the scatter shot down. So he puts 2 Yetis and 3 witches at the 12 o'clock corner, 2 Yetis and 3 witches at the 3 o'clock corner. Once he starts from there, then he brings the rest of his Yetis in between with the siege barracks and the heroes. Now, let me pause. He wall broke into this compartment, the one that was not near the quad quakes. I think he did not wall break into this compartment here because he was hoping that his troops would eventually be able to sneak in to the single target Inferno, since he opened up this section here with the quad quakes. And then from here, it's, just this attack kind of moves a little bit slowly because of all the witches and the Yetis. He uses his heal spell at this location. I normally save my heal spell for the hogs, but he used him here initially on his kill squad, then uses a rage to get through that eagle early, and also to try to help him a little bit to get to that single target Inferno. You might notice here he used his freeze spell on the scatter shot and the single target Inferno. Like I had said a minute ago, normally if you're fighting in War or in Legends League, you're going to have a clan castle troops to deal with. And so maybe you'd want to bring a poison spell instead of the freeze spell. He then brings his royal champion to target that single target Inferno, and with the help of the wizards that came out of the siege barrack, he was able to take down that single target Inferno. Then I believe he uses another rage spell and his warden's ability to take down the town hall. This version of the 5 square base had all the Teslas in the town hall compartment. That's not always what you're going to see, but this version is just the way it worked. Since he had one more rage spell to go, he used it with his hogs and his royal champion to help take down the other single target Inferno. And I think that's what allowed him to make this attack successful, is that his hogs got that other single target Inferno. And obviously you saw his kill squad and Royal Champion got the first 2 single target Infernos. And then from here, he uses his Royal Champion's ability to get the last scatter shot. And as what normally happens with this attack, you're kind of hoping that it's all going to work out. I'm not going to lie, like I said on my other video, this attack does rely a little bit on luck. And the second attack I want to show you is by PJ. It's actually his second account, which is called Baby PJ. And what he's bringing is this mass ice golem, witches and bowlers attack with bat spells. Now you'll notice he brought 6 bat spells, 2 rage, and 3 freeze. I would recommend, personally, from my experience, dropping one of those bat spells and bringing a poison spell instead. So what his goal is, kind of like you saw in the last attack, is that he wants to get the eagle down early. And also coming from this direction here on the top right side of the base, he can hopefully get 2 of the Inferno towers down early. He chooses, and I like this strategy, he chooses while the single target Inferno you'll soon see this, gets distracted, he brings his royal champion to take care of that single target Inferno and the scatter shot next to it. Then for the other single target Inferno, he's going to bring his bat spells, not right away, but kind of like phase 2 of the attack. And then after they hit that single target Inferno, they work their way around to eventually getting the other single target Inferno and the scatter shot that is next to it. With bat spells, you have to use freeze spells on splash damage. So if these were multi-target Infernos, he would have to use the freeze spells on them. Since they were single target though, then that's why this strategy can work very well. You have to watch out for wizard towers, and you definitely have to watch out for scatter shots when it comes to your bat spells. That's what you're going to have to use your freeze spells on. So let's go ahead and see how this works out. He starts by using 2 ice golems here between 1 and 2 o'clock. So here they come. And then he starts bringing some bowlers and witches right away. He's trying to create his funnel by taking out the structures near 3 o'clock and near 1 o'clock. Then from there, more ice golems come down, bowlers, witches, heroes, except for not the royal champion yet, and he uses a rage spell. Now, you're going to see he used his Grand Warden's ability early. Why is that actually a good idea? Because you need to make sure that your wall wrecker makes it to the town hall. So this was actually very purposeful that PJ used his Warden's ability as early as he did, because you saw those 5 Teslas pop up along with the 2 Archer towers that were there as well. So he needs to guarantee that his wrecker makes it to the town hall. And if your wrecker has a P.E.K.K.A. inside of it, or 2 Yetis and maybe a Valkyrie, or even maybe some sneaky goblins, you can take down the town hall without having the Warden's ability to protect them, as long as you have like a rage spell for that town hall to guarantee that the Yetis or the P.E.K.K.A.s take it down. So that's why it's okay then for you to use your Warden's ability early to make sure the wrecker makes it. So I don't know if you noticed this here while I was talking. The single target Inferno was temporarily targeting, I don't know what it was targeting, but something from the kill squad. And since it was under the Warden's ability, the single target Inferno was heating up, but couldn't do anything. And during that moment, he brought the Royal Champion while that single target Inferno was distracted to take it down. And it was able to get it down before it would melt away the Royal Champion. Now, he does use a freeze spell on the single target Inferno, and I think it's because it was targeting one of his heroes. That's probably a good idea to do that, so you can save your hero's abilities. However, using the freeze spell that early means he now only has 2 freeze spells that he can use for his bats. So he uses a rage spell, and the Yetis from the wall wrecker are able to take down the town hall. Now, I want you to look at this. Do you see how there were 2 balloons and a lava hound for the enemy CC troops? This is why I recommend bringing a poison. These balloons can lay waste to the Yetis, and they could also, unfortunately, lay waste to other troops if they continue to float around the map. This is why I feel it is so helpful to have a poison spell to take care of the enemy clan castle troops. But nevertheless, let's finish this attack. Bat spells come. Since the wizard tower was distracted on the enemy Barb King, he does not need to use a freeze spell on that wizard tower. So that was a very smart move on PJ's part, not using the freeze spell at that location. But now he has to use the freeze spell on the scatter shot, because one hit from that scatter shot can take down your bats immediately. Then he has one more free spell to use, so he has to use it on the nearest wizard tower. You'll see he used it here. Unfortunately, there's another wizard tower, and so these bats will eventually die. But still, this ended up working well. His Royal Champion continued down along this corridor and was able to take down, I think there was not another scatter shot there, but there was the 2 Expos at this location down here near 6 o'clock, and the Royal Champion was able to take that down. Now, the Lava Hound pops. Again, I keep harping on this. This is why I would bring a poison spell. You'll see that his Royal Champion kind of gets stuck and has to start shooting down those pups. And so those pups might have also taken out some of the Yeti mites. I'm not entirely sure. But good news was this worked out very well. So guys, if you have single target Infernos with the 5 square base, this could be a strategy that could work very well for you. Bringing the multiple ice golems, bowlers and witches, and then using your Royal Champion to take down one of the single target Infernos, and then use your bats to go and path through the other 2 single target Infernos. As long as you use your free spells on scatter shots and on wizard towers, this should work out well for you. I hope this video was helpful for you guys. We will see you next time.